on this week's WAC Basketball Podcast. California Baptist is going dancing, and I'm talking men and women. It was a full sweep at WAC Vegas. The CBU men are going to the big dance for the first time in program history, and California Baptist is going back for their second time. But there's a lot of new faces on the roster, some returners who have experienced the big dance, and some newcomers. One of those newcomers is Shawnee Nordstrom, the sophomore from New Zealand, her second year with the program, and she was a part of the WAC Tournament team in Vegas. We get a chance to talk about what she's looking forward to with the matchup against UCLA, a little bit of her background, and much, much more. Stay with us. We now have Shawnee Nordstrom from California Baptist women's basketball team joining us. And Shawnee, it was an incredible week for CBU altogether, the men and the women. You took a sweep at WAC Vegas, but you guys go back to the big dance the second time in really the last 4 years. I know this is your first big dance with this program. So take me through the emotions of what this past weekend was like.
It's been pretty surreal. I mean, I think everybody gets this kind of feeling when you win the whole thing, and I think it's just been so rewarding, and I'm glad I got to do it with these girls. It means a lot.
You find out on Selection Sunday you're matching up with UCLA. It's a tough matchup, but you do get to stay local. You don't have to do a huge haul across the country to play. What are the initial early thoughts as Jared Olson is scouting UCLA and Lauren Betts and that whole team?
Um, I mean, we were kind of like freaking out a bit, but I think we're overall just like really excited to play them. I actually have one of my good family friends. She's on the UCLA team too as the point guard, Charlie Walker. She's from my hometown city as well, so I think it's going to be a fun matchup. She's older than me, and we've kind of grew up in the same city. I played with a younger sister on the New Zealand team, and I think it's going to be a pretty good matchup, and I'm going to have so much fun. So
Yeah, you get to do it with someone you're familiar with. I'm sure the
yeah,
families will all be watching.
yeah. Hmm.
And everyone talks about, the feeling of when you get to March Madness, and you've had players on your roster that have been to March Madness. But for you to be able to take it all in, was it like you expected, or just, you're still sitting there like, I can't believe it. We actually did it. We accomplished the goal and we're going.
I think it's like just like yeah, a surreal feeling. Like I'm grateful that we have the opportunity to go to March Madness. Not many people get to go, so I'm just glad I get to go for the first time and experience it with all my teammates.
Now, this is your second year with California Baptist. So, from the beginning of the season, Coach Olson told me that practices are competitive. You guys are facing up against each other, giving your freshmen and some of the younger classmen, the opportunity to play at a high level early on. So, what did you see through the course of the year, the ups, the downs that led you to the regular season title? You get the number one seed, and then you get it done in Vegas.
Um, I think like we did a lot of like summer workouts and summer conditioning, and I think from then on I like saw a vision and like the kind of attitude from my teammates that kind of translated throughout the season. Like you're gonna face adversity, it's gonna be tough. You're not gonna want to do it sometimes, but then when you face adversity and keep pushing through, I think it makes the strongest warriors. I think that's why we won as well.
California Baptist, the men's team, are going to their first big dance in program history. So, what was it like coming back to Riverside, where I'm sure you were welcomed with open arms?
Yeah. It was really cool, like just seeing everybody there supporting us at our selection show. I think it shows a lot about our city and where we sort of come from. So I think we're gonna bring it for the supporters watching us, and hopefully we can get a dub. That'll be great for the city, but they're always gonna support us no matter what. So
And, going into this one, obviously you're not reinventing the wheel at this point in the season. A lot of players might be banged up from the tournament. You're just trying to be as healthy as you can. So, what is this week in practice? What's the focus for you guys as you get ready for UCLA?
I think just like intensity and controlling what we can control. I mean, like getting back on D, like communication, just playing tough and playing with hustle. I think that's what we just have to go with. Like, I mean, they're a really good team. They have height, they have length. But as long as we control what we can control, I think we're gonna have a pretty good game.
You guys have a ton of players. You yourself are from New Zealand. You have Felipa Barros, who's from Portugal. You got Emma Johansson, who's from Sweden. What is it like to play with a group of women where you have so many different backgrounds and it all has blended into a tournament championship?
I think it's one of the main reasons why I came to see CBU. I mean, it's just so much fun. I think being an international, that you uh come in like with different IQ to America, like it's something that America has never seen before. We can do things that, yeah, mainly like what you can't really see sometimes, but the team ball mindset, and I think it's just really fun to play with, and off the court, it's really fun too.
How did you land in Riverside from New Zealand? What was the recruitment story there?
Well, I'm originally from New Zealand, but I played like high school basketball in Utah. I won three state championships there too, and I think I got recruited through that as well. And I played on the EYBL circuit. And that's basically how I got recruited. Yeah.
So when you were playing high school in Utah, did you pack up and leave? Did you have any family here in the States? I know your
Yeah,
dad had played for BYU and you've had other family members in the States.
yeah, so we moved here from New Zealand like when I came for high school. So yeah, we've been here for a couple of years and they live in Utah, but we go back every summer break. So I get to my family can see me in Utah when we in conference when we play against Utah teams, so it's really nice.
Did any family members make it out to WAC Vegas or were they watching on ESPN?
Yeah, they made it out. They enjoyed it very much.
What was it like to celebrate with them post game, post ceremony?
I think that they were just like super happy for me. They're always proud of me no matter what. So it was just great.
Now, when I was doing my sideline prep for the tournament, I had done a podcast with Martell Williams in the past, and he had brought up the CBU talent show that you guys had done together. You guys sang Shallow. And he had told me, I asked, why did you pick Shawnee to be your partner? And he said, because she's a phenomenal singer. Of course, I would pick her. So, what was your experience like during that talent show and also getting to connect with a fellow men's player?
Oh, I think it was just so much fun. I mean, I just remember Martel coming up to me in the weight room. I'd like never talked to him before, but I thought he was like so cool. And I'm like a freshman thinking I'm like, what the heck is he doing talking to me? And he was like, I heard you can sing. We should like link up and try and get this thing done. And we heard about this thing Woo Fest, and Chloe Lemon actually told us about it. And then we're like, let's enter. And we did a really great job. And it was so cool. Such a cool experience with him.
Where did your love for singing first start?
Um, I think like just my parents, but also like I come from a cultural background where like singing and like playing guitar is just like the core of our culture music. We call it kapa haka, and um, yeah, I think just like doing kapa haka throughout primary school and being around family that just love singing, I think that's what made me gain the love for it. So.
So you sing, you play the guitar. Do you have any other hidden talents outside of being a fantastic basketball player that we don't know about?
I don't think so, but I think that's about it.
I know you also participated in some, U18 Cups for New Zealand. You got to rep your home country on your jersey. That's always a special moment for athletes. What was that like for you and helped set you up to be able to come in and play Division One basketball at a super high level?
I think we call it like ripping the fan. I think it's always like just like amazing to like represent your country and ripping the fan. It's always been a dream of mine as a kid, and I hope to like make the national team. But representing my country is just something that I've always wanted to do, and as a little kid, so it felt really, really good to represent my country and my family name.
Was there a highlight moment that when you look back on the experience and you think about, the journey you had that stands out as like, wow, this is something I'll probably remember forever?
Um, like just all
Just
round.
in general, yeah.
Um, hmm, there's so many. I would honestly have to pick like my high school days, like when we won like three state championships in a row. I got to win one with my sister, and I was coached by a really good coach, Coach Nancy Warner. And yeah, I'd have to pick that one. That was the best.
I know you have three siblings, so which one did you get a chance to win it with?
Uh, Zuri Nordstrom, the one under me. So she was a freshman and I was a senior, and we got to win it together.
Do any other of your other siblings play basketball?
Yeah, they both play basketball. I have Zuri, Indy, and then Kao Mai, and they all play basketball too.
What's it like for them to see, basketball, this is the dream. What is their support or text messages or calls been this week and going into the matchup with UCLA?
They're kind of like really chill. Like they sometimes don't even text me, but I know that they're like secretly proud of me. Like, and that's what like just seeing them there. Like I know they're always proud of me anyway, no matter what. So it meant a lot just seeing them in Vegas.
Now, you're also majoring in biomedical sciences, is what you're currently listed at, unless you've changed it, which can totally happen. You're just a sophomore. Have you changed it, or are you still sticking with
Yeah,
that?
public health. I do
Public
public
health.
health, similar, but yeah.
What do you hope to do with that in your future?
Um, I'm kind of like thinking about it, but I think I want to go study in my hometown just as like in mid school program. So hopefully trying to be like a doctor or something, but we'll see what happens.
Back all the way in New Zealand or in Utah?
In New Zealand. Yeah.
How much do you miss just being able? I mean, I did a story on a player from New Zealand from Utah Valley, and the pictures of New Zealand are stunning. It's just the most beautiful
Yeah.
country.
Yeah. I miss it a lot. I miss the food. I miss my family, just being around my cousins and just hanging out. I mean, I think you always miss home once you're away from it. So I think those are the big things. And the person that you actually recorded with is Evie Leeson. She was my former teammate for the New Zealand under 18 team. So it's been fun seeing her in conference too.
Oh my goodness, I love that. I was just going to ask you because we made fish
Yeah,
and chips and lolly cake. If you love lolly
yeah,
cake, that was the first time I had it, and I mean, it's what's not to like about it, but it was delicious.
yeah. I know. Yeah, it was awesome to see that.
Well, back to basketball as we about wrap this up. I know that you've put in a ton of work between, your freshman year and your sophomore year. Yeah, last year you just started about 4 games, played in 18. This year you're more of a big impact player on the roster. So what changed for you between last year and this year that allowed you to really have that sophomore growth and be a huge part of this team?
I think, well, I was like injured last year, so I couldn't really like for 2 months during conference, so I couldn't really like come back the way I wanted to. But this year, my main focus was just to play hard and control what I can control and do my job 100%.
What's the motto of this team? Is there any phrase going into March Madness?
I wouldn't say there's any motto, just like, yeah, control what we can control and play with a lot of hustle and just have fun.
Well, we're wishing you the very best of luck. All of us at the conference office will be cheering you guys on as you guys take on UCLA. You can follow our WAC Sports Social for all the updates. But thank you, Shawnee, and best of luck.
Thank you so much.